Hello and welcome to another episode of Confidence Looks Good on You series. Now in this episode tonight, I want to share with you the importance of preparing your skin for makeup. Now none of us think of that. We don't think of preparing the skin. We just think of the application, all right? But what you need to understand is that if you don't have a perfect surface for your makeup application is going to be very disappointing. And this is where I want to step in and help you. Okay, so think of yourself as an artist. Artists have a canvas, they buy a canvas, they invest in quality canvases because they're concerned about the quality of the effort that they're going to put into their artistry, okay? So the same should be for you. And so it should always be, you need to think about the surface of the skin before you start applying makeup. Just like the artist thinks of the surface of the canvas to get the results that he wants. So obviously if he wants a textured surface, that's different. But in general, they go for a very high quality, smooth surface so that they know that they are going to get the results for the effort that they put in, which is what I want to share with you tonight. So as a makeup artist, what I find is when people book in, people that I don't know, when they book in for makeup with me, I know the first problem I'm going to encounter with them is superfluous hair. So, and that is going to affect the end product, the end results of what they want. They have in their head, I want makeup and I'm going to look like this. But when they walk through the door, I see, well, it's not going to, because you've got all this fluff all over your face that's going to, the fluff, the product's attached to it, and then it accentuates it, so it looks even worse, okay? So ladies, we need to look at superfluous hair. That's what we're talking about tonight. Okay, so now what happens as we mature is our estrogen levels drop and our testosterone levels increase. So the result of that is that we get thick hair and fine hair that's going to be growing because of the increased testosterone. So we get thick black hairs or fine white hairs, but either way, neither of them are acceptable. Now, I've spoken to a lot of women over the years, over many years, and some of them say, oh, well, I don't care. Well, you might not care, but your family do, and the people, your loved ones around you do, because they're the ones that can see it. Some ladies say, oh, I can't see it, I've lost my eyesight, it's not good anymore, so I can't see it, so I'm not bothered. Well, remember, the people around you, they can see it because they've got young eyes. Especially, you know, I have my grandchildren coming every week. I don't want them to remember me as this person had all these sprouts all over the place, okay? And I remember one client once telling me, coming in and going, oh, Adele, you need to do a lip wax on me, please. And she had a 10-year-old son, and they were at the Woolies checkout, and he shouted on the top of his voice, Mom, you've got a moustache. Okay, that is just humiliating, and we don't want that happening to you. So, what do? We care. And if it hurts, well, then you just suck it up, because most of you have had children, okay? So you know what pain is, and it's just pain is gain. You're just going to have to deal with it. If you choose a method that is painful, you just have to get used to it. And eventually, the more you do it, the more desensitized you become. Okay, so please, ladies, you do care. And we are now I'm going to share with you some options for you. Okay, so what is the first thing we do before we remove our hair? Well, we need eyesight. Okay, that's the first problem that we encounter with our age. Is my daughter always said the best thing that ever happened to the household was when my eyesight started to deteriorate because I couldn't see the dirt in the house. Okay, so you can't see the hair, but the family around you can. So we are going to give you some glasses. All right, you're going to get some glasses so that you can then have a look and see your face and if it's got any hair on it. All right, if you're still struggling, you're going to get yourself a magnifying mirror. Now, there are many options out there. There are ones that flip, the one side's magnified and the other side isn't. So that's good for zoning in, but I have found that that magnification isn't enough for me anymore. So then I've had to invest in ones that light up. Okay, so you get up the light up ones, and then you get, you actually can get the, just if you're worried about not spending too much money, you can actually just get the magnified little ones like this. They don't cost much. And these are great because now the first method that we will use to remove is the good old-fashioned tweezers, and you can look straight in and you can actually see, oops, there's one there, and you can pull it out. All right, oh, there's one there, and you can pull it out. Okay, so that's what you go around, look around the lips, the moustache, and in the nose, ladies. I have hair that grows out of my nose. It's terrible. So and I know it's uncomfortable, but just get rid of those ones that continuously come down and are in the way, okay? But again, just looking carefully at the surface area to see if there's anything, and pulling out with the tweezers. And you can also do it with your eyebrows. So not an excuse, tidy up underneath your eyebrows, please, okay? You need to care. And this between here, we don't need all this hair growing here, okay? It's not feminine, it's not pretty. Pull it out, get rid of it. Use your magnifier and get in there and look, all right? It's your best friend. Keep one in your handbag as well, and a spare pair of tweezers for if you're going into a special event and you want to just, you see, when you do this, you just have so much more confidence in yourself. So confidence is difficult to have. And so we need to stop undermining ourselves, and we need to stop setting ourselves up to fail in the confidence category. And so the way to improve your confidence is to take care of all these areas. If you don't want to, or if you can't see it and you're in Canberra, come and see me. Otherwise, get to a beauty therapist and make sure it's a reputable one who's going to use the right products. And now that gets us to what would be your other options. Okay. So if you go into the malls, they've got the threading ladies. That's traditionally the Indian way of removing hair. I find it absolutely fascinating and so clever. I do personally have a problem with sitting in a broad daylight in front of all passing traffic and people in a mall and having them doing my face and my eyebrows. I just don't get that. So then if that's a problem for you, because it is for me, I would then be looking for someone doing it in the privacy of a beauty salon, okay? Otherwise, try the threading. Some people it doesn't work for. It is very painful. Some people get a lot of ingrown hairs. So, you know, you're not going to know unless you try. And it also depends on how thick your hair is. Okay, which then gets us to facial removing creams. Now, in the years gone by, I have tried all kinds of options, right through from the age of 20 when I started to develop a moustache. I wasn't sure what to do, and so I thought, okay, I'll try the creams. Was fresh out of beauty school then, excuse me, but that was 1981. Yeah, 1981. So we used the Nair cream, and I find that burns the skin. And if you are doing the beautiful skincare and using the products that I recommend, you don't want to be destroying the epidermis, the top layer of the skin. You want to be helping it to strengthen and grow. So I'm not a lover of the Nair cream or the facial hair removing creams. I don't like them. I feel that they burn. I don't think they are good. But again, that's me. So you need to work out what works for you. Okay, and that might work for you. My mother used to use them. Okay, so just find out what works for you, and you're not going to know unless you try them. Okay, now another thing from 100 years ago when I was younger, I used what they called the Epi Lady. Now that's an epilator, and it's a machine. It's battery operated normally. I suppose you can get ones now that plug in, and what you do is you take it across the surface of the skin and it pulls it out. I found it excruciatingly painful, but I am a very hairy person with very thick hair. Well, I was. And so it might work for you. I knew of people who happily did their legs and whatever. So you might find that it works for you. You need to, again, experiment and find what works for you. I'm just telling you what the options are out there, okay? Now, of course, the other option is the waxing. I do a lot of waxing on my ladies, and that's because they have very fine, fluffy hair all over their faces, okay? and their neck and their chin. And so then the next option would be laser, and laser hair removal doesn't remove fair hair. It has to have a pigment, it has to have a color. And the darker it is and the thicker it is, the more successful laser hair removal is. So if you're, I've had a client contact me and say, what must I do? I'm developing all these dark hairs coming out on my chin as I'm now pushing 60. And I said to her, well, what you need to do is find out how many there are. So stop pulling them out, let them grow. So then you go, no, I don't want to do that. That's horrific. That's when you shave. So you shave them and you keep shaving them until you think you've got them all. So for like 4 weeks, you just keep shaving away the dark ones until eventually you can see how many you've got. And if there are a lot, say 10, then you would need to be booking in for laser hair removal. Now is the time for you. And then go in and have it zapped, okay? And it's highly successful. And the thing is, you're not doing the wrong thing, because before every laser treatment, you have to shave anyway. So you won't be doing the wrong thing. And I did that. I've literally had myself zapped from my big toes all the way up to here. I have been zapped because I had this color hair everywhere. Oh yeah, down my arms. Horrific, okay? So I had it all removed with laser hair removal, and that gets me to the machine that you must look for is the Candela machine, all right? So just Google that or email me or text me or whatever. Adele, where will I find the Candela machine? And I'll tell you which company uses it. I'm not going to say it here. Okay. So if you want to know about where you can find the correct machine for laser hair removal that's successful, do it and start doing it, because the sooner you start, the quicker you get the results. You invest in you, you're investing in your confidence. So you need to be doing it regularly, because then you're investing in your confidence, and that is life-changing. So what's holding you back? Come on, ladies, if you need the confidence to go, I'll hold your hand, all right? I've done that with many ladies, including myself. I started with me, okay? All right, I know how embarrassing it is, fearful it is, but you just got to take a leap of faith and step. And I'm giving you all the information, and I'm telling you, do it. So there you are. You have a whole selection of things that you can use that are options for you. And if you like our videos, and if you're enjoying what we're saying and doing, please like, please comment, please give us feedback, all right? That's all we ask in return. If you are watching on YouTube, please subscribe, ladies. We're trying to grow our YouTube channel. Is it so hard to subscribe? Because if you do, then you will get notifications every time a video comes out. And I try to make videos that are of use to you, that you will find useful and fun and entertaining and not too long. And so we will be continuing how to prepare your skin for makeup, and it'll be in future videos. And so you want to be getting those notifications. So please subscribe. That's so much to ask. And otherwise, if you are interested in knowing more about makeup and what makeup to use, how to apply it for your skin and your face, then please, have you heard of our makeup tutorials? I will put a link with this video, okay? Just click that link. It will take you to our events page and show you that we have makeup tutorials one-on-one face-to-face. We have makeup tutorials one-on-one via Zoom. We do a lot of training with women online via Zoom, very successful. In those trainings, I teach you, and then we'd have the makeup afternoon teas here at our Her Smile residence, and that's where we have an afternoon tea, and I have a group of ladies, always a small group, because you get one-on-one, lots of one-on-one. It's small and intimate, so you get personal attention. And in those, all of that, I teach you how to apply the makeup for your face, because everyone's face is different shape, and also what products to use so you can stop wasting your money and get the results you need, and where to put the products. Okay, so I hope that's been helpful to you. As I say, subscribe. Otherwise, I'll see you next time.